Hello, everybody. This is Joe Frielhoven, and today we're going to be talking about three leads generations methods that'll work for you. And don't worry about it if you've come in late. You're always going to get a copy of the replay anyway. And also, just relax and try to go with the flow. And you can always on the replay, you can always hit the pause button and go back and listen again to exactly what I've just said. So what I want to do tonight is, first thing I want to do is I want to talk about our new blog that I've had to create. I had a lot of problem with hackers at my CTM, and it's an ongoing problem from day one. I finally sometimes you can just beat your head against the wall for no good, and it's time to go on. So the first thing I want to say, I've got a new blog. And out of adversity, there always comes a lot of good. And what I've done is I decided to relocate everything onto Team Elite Responder in the resources area. And I've spent quite a bit of time this week redesigning that resources area. And I'm going to go through that with you because there's so much information there. Now I've got it mapped out a lot easier. And I want to go through that with you. And we're going to be talking about the three methods. This is not going to be a long webinar because I firmly believe that the mind can only withstand what the body can take. So we're going to be talking about the instant commission sites and how they work for you. We're going to talk about list legacy and USA leads. So the first thing I want to do is we're going to go ahead and go to screen share. And we're sharing the entire screen. I'm going to go to Team Elite Responder. And what I'm going to do is I want to just show you the resources tab. Remember, I always talk about the most important thing for you to know is news and the resources. And I've taken away what was below here, some training. It's no longer there, because it's all now contained in the resources tab. So I'm going to click on that and go through it just a little bit. And I've got it in categories. I've got the bonuses. And the reason I have bonuses for my referrals is, and bonuses for other members, is that if you're my referral, I have put my link in there. But if you're somebody else's referral, you'll have to go to the affiliate programs tab and get a link. So that's the reason that's that way. And I've got setup and training broken down. And a lot of you may just want to take the light version setup to get started. And that's something that's up to you. Then I've got the webinars where you can register for the next one, the schedule, and then the replays, the 50,000 credits, the information and how to claim them, sample emails, the contest, the site promotion board to this, some advertising sites, and some free resources, free solo ads resource there. Instant commission sites, we'll be going to that subject next, some opportunities. I'll be adding some things there, some specific training topics, affiliate programs I just mentioned so that you know how to go there, how to search there, adding a new message to the autoresponder, editing auto-response messages, creating and editing lead capture pages. I've added this one now because it's a new blog. I'm just going to click on that. The new blog is right here, successdirector.com. When you click on successdirector.com, it takes you there. It shows you some of the entries I put in there. This page has lots of free information on it. And so you're welcome to access all of that information. I'm going to go back now to now what I wanted to bring to your attention is I've added some ebooks that you can download and you can give away. Let's just pull one of them up. Top 10 free services, just to show you one of these. And when you click on it, you'll see a book, the ebook, and it says click on the link or the image, download the ebook, they give it away. When you click on that, it's gonna start to download that ebook, and then you can read it. It's a PDF file. You can read it, and you can also take that download link pops up and give it to someone else and let them read it also. So I'll be adding more and more of these free ebooks, these training ebooks. This one about internet marketing for newbies, Pinterest, Craigslist, Amazon bestseller. Those of you that want to get into that, Amazon, I'll be adding more and more of those, and that's a very good resource there. Those are that's, if you want to know a little secret, is I get a lot of information from reading a lot of materials, and that's one of my resources, which I'm now sharing with you. So that's what I wanted to go over here was the resources page. This is going to be removed, and it'll say successdirector.com here, which will be our blog. I'll probably do that tomorrow, but everything is here, and it's much more organized, much easier to find what you're looking for, have it a little bit in the order that might be, as a new person coming in, might be looking at it. All the new letters that go out, first letter goes out, is bringing you attention to going to the resources page. So now the first thing we want to do is talk about the instant commission sites and how they can work for you. Is one of the lead generation sites, and I'm just going to pull up the list here. Now remember, as a marketer, your goal is to generate leads, and leads become income. Now, the old adage, the money's in the list, needs to be modified. I heard somebody put it in much better, much more meaningful, and you might want to write this down, is the money is in the relationship that you build with your list. And that's the secret. It's not just building a list. It's building a list and then building, more importantly, building a relationship with the members in that list. And that's what the autoresponder, Team Elite Responder, will 90% build that relationship through the emails that you write or use, and it's good to put them in your own words. And the other 10% will come from you broadcasting to them, also from Team Elite Responder. So Team Elite Responder is your business hub plus your communicator. It does a tremendous amount of the communications on the leads that are coming in. Now, here's the ways it work for you. Number one is each one of these is a lead generating site. They have and this is in the training. I'm going to go back here and point out the training that will cover this. First off, they have a place on the edit my details part where you can add HTML form code, and then the link, the affiliate link, becomes a leads generator for you. And that's all explained in this, how to add HTML form code and how to set up instant commission sites. Those two pages there will go step by step and how to set up these instant commission sites. And it explains step by step. Back when I wrote this, there were 4 sites, but they're basically, once you do one, you know exactly they're all the same, practically all the same, so you can do the other one just without any problems. So they do 2 things. Remember, they're going to generate I misspelled the word commission. I see I'll fix that. Going to generate leads, and they're also going to give you instant commissions. The instant commissions, what that means is when there's a sale occurs, the way those sites are scripted is when you put your PayPal address in there, that payment from that sale goes directly to you. The owner doesn't get any, doesn't take out a commission. Every bit of that sale comes to you. Now, if you reach out there a little bit and become a founding member, you get 100% of all your sales. So expect all of you to become founding members in all of these sites. But I would say that you set your sights on one and you go for that one, and then you go to the next one, and then you go to the next one. Don't try to do everything at once. The reason we have a lot of sites is so we can spread out all the good stuff so that not everybody's advertising the same thing, because as we approach 3,000 members and we're on the same site, it's going to be a little bit overwhelming. But if you've got 3,000 members promoting 10 sites, that's a big difference. So that's it in a nutshell for the instant commission sites. And you come back here to the resources and you can figure out how to add the form code and how to set up the sites, and then you also remember to join any of them. You just go to where it says, if you go to the instant commission sites list, it's going to tell you exactly where to go. Come on. A little slow today. To join them, it says you go to the affiliate programs tab, and that's always remember that's really important. That's your downline builder. That's your place where you protect your downline and where other members join under you. Affiliate programs tab. So all your information is right there, and of you are doing extremely well at some of these sites. I see it. And that's because they're advertising, they're generating leads, they get it. And that's what I want everybody to get it, everybody to take of that. Plus the fact that all the advertising, I'm not even talking about the reason for the site in the first place, is all the advertising that you get through the banner text, banner ads, text ads, login ads, etc. And some of them even have some solo ads and attached to them also. So that's all in addition to that. Now we're going to move on to the next one. We're going to talk about List Legacy. And first thing, if you want to join List Legacy, you can join free, and you just go to List Legacy, search for it in the affiliate programs tab. Now, List Legacy is a simple site. It has a viral element to it. The reason I like it is I've been in it just for a week now, a little bit less than a week, and I've got 36 leads. Now, what you can do is you don't have to set up your autoresponder. You can leave this blank. I just happen to have a Traffic Wave account. They're not at this time. I'm working on it to have Team Elite Responder in there. But you don't really have to worry about that if you don't have, if you're not a member of Traffic Wave or the other ones. Just leave it blank, and you will be able to download those leads pretty easily. And then it's very simple to set up. It tells you to put here the exit splash or that you want to put. That's what they're going to see if they don't join. And then you put your click button. Somebody signs up and becomes a paid member. But if you are a paid member, you will get a commission there at ClickBank. So that works out. And there are some resources and emails you can send out, and banners and all that. So that List Legacy is a very nice leads generator, a little bit of income generator, but it's free to join, and it has a viral element. If you can get a few people underneath you, they're going to contribute to your leads, and that's all explained in the video when you join. It's one of those that it's kind of like what I call a no-brainer because it's free to join. You can, it's sort of a set it up, promote it a little bit, and then you go on something else. Now, the other one I talk about is US Lead Club, which also, if you want to join it, go to the affiliate programs. Very simple, but here's what I like about it. You get 135 leads every day. These are the claims they made, and I'm trying to verify it. I haven't seen any duplication of leads. And the first thing you do, this is the dashboard that I just showed you. Well, go back in. Dashboard's very simple. Access your leads. It shows you what's here. But so if you want to look at your leads, you click on Access Leads. And when you do that, you can download any of these by clicking this. You can download them anytime you want. That's one nice feature. The next semester, I want to show you this. And if you get ready to do a broadcast, you can push over that one, or you can push them all over, set up your email and hit send. Of course, I can't send one right now because you can send one every 24 hours. I just sent one. So very easy to use. Then to look at the mail history, just to show you, is the first mailing went to 135, and I had 21 opens. The second day I went to 335 because I had a referral. If you get a referral, you get 200 leads a day. I had 59 opens. The third day, 535, 42, and then 735, 130, 935, 159 opens. I am getting some sales from this. I know it kind of goes against what I've said about leads. If you don't pay $1 a lead, at least $1 leads are worthless. Some people say it's $10, but on the other side of that coin is the world changes from day to day, and what somebody says yesterday may not be so for tomorrow. So, and it's only costing me $30 a month to test it, and it seems to be working. So what I do is I look at results, not at what somebody tells me. And basically I tell you what's working for me, and that's the only way we can do it in this world, is to share our cumulative experience, and good and bad and ugly. And in this case, so far, I'm giving this a thumbs up. Now, I'll tell you the truth. If this thing falls apart, I'll let you know. But right now, I'm giving it a thumbs up. And like I said, if you want to join, just go to the search for USA Leads Club. It's at the bottom of the affiliate programs tab there at Team Elite Responder. And then also you have your affiliate tools. There again, you have some banners and text. And those of you that know, you put these on every site you join, get these ads in there, and that's what it's all about. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to go back to the Hangouts. I'm going to stop sharing. So what we've covered, like I said, is 3 lead strategies that'll work for you. The first one is the instant commission sites, and you have a choice of a lot of sites there to pick and choose. And it's amazing how one site will work for one person and won't work for another. So you just have to kind of do a little searching there and figure out what you like. And remember that if you like something and you're passionate about it, it's going to work. That's just the nature, because your passion and everything is going to show in your writing. It's going to show in how you deal with people. And so that's the first one, is instant commission sites. The second one, list legacy, which I've covered. And the third one, USA Leads. So between, you can generate some pretty decent, getting some leads, getting some people into Team Elite Responder, where that autoresponder will take over, start to do the work for you. Then you can start to broadcast to them. I wanted to share with you, I'm going to talk a little bit about where we're going to go from here. But I want to share with you something I was reading today, And it seems so true that I'm going to just read these couple little excerpts. It's sometimes it's time to let go of the old belief that to be wealthy requires some secret knowledge. It's a person's character, vision, and persistence that make the difference. In particular, it's the ability to act fast when opportunities arrive, the strength to not follow the crowd, and the ability to think outside the box. I think those words, the last ones, are what it's all. The ability to act fast when opportunities arise, the strength not to follow the crowd, and the ability to think outside the box. And in talking about seizing opportunity, we often associate opportunities with something that we cannot pass up. However, more often than not, these opportunities are not crystal clear or handed to you on a silver platter, so to speak. I get a lot of people sending me notes and emails that they want a sure thing and they want to be sure that they can make so much money. I think the answer to that is, even in my case, opportunities are not crystal clear or handed to you on a silver platter. If we take a look at the life story of some of the wealthiest individuals, they recognize opportunities from personal misfortunes and tragedies, such as being fired from a job or getting kicked out of school. What others see as a devastating event, they recognize as an opportunity to redesign their life. That's the other thing, is so many people, as I always say, there are really no problems, just disguised opportunities. And finally, your perspective largely influences the direction you take. This means if you really want to achieve something great, like building your own fortune, you have to take better control of the way you think and process events as they present themselves. And that, again, is that thinking outside the box. I've taken these courses since I was in my 20s, and they're really all the same. They really are down to just believe in yourself and be passionate, and everything falls into place. But so many times, the difference between those of you that are real successful and those of you that are not, I hate to say it, is most of the time it's attitude and an email with somebody chopping my head off before I've ever introduced myself to them because something wasn't working on the site. That person is not going to make it, because if you can't go deal with it, with the blog, I could have just blamed everything on the blog and said, well, I can't get this information, blah, 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 blah. Well, what I did is I'm just going to deal with it. I'm going to create another blog and go on with my life and not bring it up anymore, because you don't want to hear about some stupid blog somewhere out in cyberspace. You want to hear about what you need to get your business going. And that's what it's all about. So, yeah, the direction that I want to go into the training, I want to get more input from you, because I can't read minds, and I don't know where people are struggling, only by the input that's coming to me and the support. Based on that, I'm going to do a next webinar. It's going to be on traffic exchanges and how we can make those work for us. With traffic exchanges, it's a lot with the rest of the internet. They come and go, the web, and they're going to be here. Some people do very, very well with them. So let's examine some of those methods, and let's see if we can't put those to work. Those of you that use traffic exchanges and may or may not be frustrated. The next one we're going to do is, I want to do a webinar on lead capture pages. The two most important things, the most important thing, your attitude. Then it's the subject line and the email that you send out. And then the third is the lead capture page. And there are some basic things that I want to go over. And maybe we can do get a little bit into the technique of how we can make these lead capture pages a little more exciting for you. It would be great if more of you took my templates that we use there and put your own little thing in there. I know one of you adds little pictures and things of her family. She does very well. It's not a bad idea, you know. It's nothing. It's nothing like looking at somebody's grandbaby. So those kind of things are. That's what's called thinking outside the box. What I'm doing most of the time is presenting you sort of an outline. A lot of times throwing out stuff that I'm using, but also remember that I'm constantly changing what I'm using. And I want to show you one of the things about refreshing that lead capture page so that it updates and shows you what I'm using now. Because a lot of times you're using something that I'm no longer using. Reload the original little thing like that I want to go over. So there's a lot of, but basically there's a lot of good stuff happening. The system, when I say the system, the hub that a lot of you are members of most all the sites, that's the mailers, the instant commission sites, and the solo ad sites are all doing very well. And actually, any of those sites that you pick out, if you want to advertise it, you'll do pretty well because we're not we're not monopolizing the internet by any means, but we're doing very well. And some of you are doing really well. Like I said, I won't be satisfied till all of us, all of you are doing well also. That's my goal. Now, the last thing that I just wanted to mention is just, you know, stay focused and believe in yourself and don't hesitate to contact me. Now I'm getting more and more busy. And a lot of times if you're trying to reach me on a chat and I'm not there, it's probably because I'm on a chat with somebody else, plus on Skype with 2 or 3 people, plus on an email, plus on a phone. So it gets kind of busy. The good news is I have hired another assistant, and which is cutting down on the load. The bad news is I create more work every day I create more work for them, and they're already filled up. So now it's back on scratching my head again. But these are all good things. There's nothing. When I worked at the paper mill one time, we were growing. We went from 250 tons a day to 1,000, 1,100 tons a day in a period of about 10 years. And we had a lot of what they call growth problems. And we all said, well, these are the kind of problems you want to have, growth problems. So we're having those also. Every single site is doing well, and you won't make a mistake by picking one out and saying, I'm going to go with that. And finally, the thought for the day is several people, I ask myself this every day. I say, why we have a $7 home business that basically competes with a $10 a month, $17 a month, $24 a month autoresponder system that's out there. Basically, we one-time payment, and its competition is $10 or $120 a year or $17 a month, whatever. All the same benefits. Why are people not jumping on that like crazy? It could be it's too good to be true, and they just can't look it so. I don't know. Now, I sort of think that's the problem. I'll tell you why. I think it's too good to be true. I started this week promoting the $25 home business, which to me is the cream de la cream, because you get unlimited everything. You get everything. You get 40%, 25% commissions versus 15. You get unlimited storage and unlimited lead capture pages, limited and a little bit better broadcast. Anyways, I started promoting that one, and the sales of that one are about 3/4 of all the sales. In other words, where there was 8 to 10 $7 members a day, now there's 6, 8 to 10 $25 members, because the beautiful thing is whatever I advertise bounces off onto you guys. Some of you are advertising the $7 and you're getting the $25 sales because I'm blasting that $25 out there so much. So that's one of the things that one of you has caught on to, smart, is that they watch what I'm advertising and they piggyback it. And you know what? I got no problem with that at all. I think it's great. I think she's thinking outside the box. I give her two of these. You know why? Because it's working for her. It's working for me. I don't care who gets the sale, as long as as long as you get it, it's fine, because when I help you, you help me. So that works good. But anyways, so somebody's got the answer to that one. I'd like to know why people should be jumping on that like crazy. But I think it's one of those, there's so much hype out there, and there's so much misinformation, and so many people that are in this business that need to be doing something else. Maybe it's just too good to be true. So I'm going to continue this thing. I may even go for that, was it $47 or $67 membership next one, and see how that works out. But maybe if it is too good to be true, then we need to do a little bit brainstorming and how we can write this up to explain it better, articulate it better, because I'm with the lady that brought it up to me, is that when people realize what we're doing, it's going to be a stampede, because there's not that many people doing what we're doing. So I thank you very much. That's 30 minutes. That's exactly what I wanted. And have a good weekend, good week. And we'll see you next week. And thank you very much, and God bless you.